Welcome back to some more War on the Sea Pacific Theater Mod. We're on part 160. Hope you're all having a good day. We did a bunch of work yesterday putting out 3 videos. Today we're going to probably just do one. I might make this a longer one. We'll see how the game allows it. Let's get ourselves into our setup here. I like to put this guy up here, as you all know, just drag it with my mouse so that regardless of where I zoom in, it stays in the picture. I've seen other people that leave it down where it comes up in the game, and although it looks like it stays in the picture, it actually doesn't. I think it's when you first move it is when it will always be in the picture. I've also noticed that sometimes the game recording software, I'm using just my basic Radeon, the stuff that came with my AMD processor, it would cut off. So I just got to the standard of putting it in even with this flag here. Yeah, I probably discussed this in like the first couple videos I did on this series, so that's quite a long time ago. But for some people that may have just joined watching, welcome, and here we are with some more War on the Sea late game play. So I had one of my viewers comment, which was a great to hear. I don't get many comments, but I do enjoy them when I get them, and I reply to every comment I get if it's valid. If it's I'll leave blank for whatever you guys want to put in there. Valid comments I reply to. Anything else I don't get many of those either. But so it's the focus on making bases stronger. So let's look at Palembang here. It's a level 1. I think we already have thoughts on moving this up. We can, with just a little bit more engineering, move this up. One of the things that happens when you engage another level of airfield, you're going to lose 2,000 supplies when you do it. Also 200 engineering and 200 fuel. We're already at an imbalance over here at this base, so another 2,000 really wouldn't matter. And what do you get when you do that? Well, you don't know. It's kind of a surprise, but if we go to the air, you see right now at a level 1, we only have 3 fighters, 3 attackers, and 3 bombers. Level 2 airfield will probably give us 6 fighters, 6 bow fighters, and maybe 6 bombers. There are other airfields that are different. Let's look at a couple of them just to see what we got. You see how we have Beauforts, which are bombers, different variant, a stronger version of a fighter, and the older Hellcats. So Hellcat are newer, not F4Fs, but F6Fs, which I believe are up. Yeah, we have them up already. So if we went up airfield level here, it may double everything. Some airfields may be different. Port Moresby, for example, let's look at that. You see we have 4 different selections here. Heavy bombers, B-17s, Mitchell's light bombers, that can also act as fighters because they have those nose guns. And Lightnings and Air Cobras, short range, 208 with bomb, 261. So the range and the Air Cobras are just protecting the base itself. Lightnings, 250, 230, 538, and up to 648 with nothing. So they're good for this area, but other than that, they're not really useful. You go to this is all late game comments. You go to the B-17s. I think they're all the same. Well, maybe that one, but I'm never going to use that one. If you have ships, single target ships, and you're targeting and you're dropping 12 500-pound bombs, you maybe get 2 hits out of those 12 bombs. So I say go up to something larger. The accuracy is, you know, if you get a hit, you're going to do more damage. 3 times more damage, basically, with 2 bombs than you would with 12 bombs dropping. But if you upgrade this airfield all the way down to Port Moresby, where are you going to attack? So 1060 / on the keyboard. Our closest target is there, and we can't even get there. There's not one location that we can, you know, I guess we can come up here. Why does that seem farther than the other direction? So that's about as far as we can go right here. But again, there's nothing to attack. If anything gets into this area, we could. If we find that something's coming over here, we can reach and help defend the bases that we've already taken. But, you know, excuse me. Oh, I hope that's not going to happen the rest of this video. So you have to look at what you're going to upgrade. Now, I think where we're coming from is when we're talking about this location in the Dutch East Indies. Jakarta is not really in any danger of anything. Of course, we've been using the hurricanes to help with some of these ships over here that don't have cover. You know, Palembang Defense Force has a carrier, so they can defend themselves. But as you look and you see, where the bombers are going to be used for ships. The Avengers will be used for ships. The fighters can defend our ships. But with only 3, if Singapore sends out 15 fighters for example, we haven't seen it yet because we haven't encroached on their radar up here. 3 fighters aren't going to do anything except get shot down. And the bombs, 273 range from here, / that gets us to here for about a half a second, and they turn around and go back. So we can keep sending them to go here and here and here and here and here and here, and they're not there long enough to do a defense. So that's making this location, if we upgraded this location, unless it gave us a different aircraft, this really makes no difference to upgrade. So if we go over to Palembang, where we're right in the heat of the moment and everything, this would probably be a good base to upgrade. Again, it's the same format, both fighters. So right now we have 6 aircraft that can defend a ship, and we've seen them do pretty well as they've covered Force Z. But again, it would just take these 2 airfields, a level 4 and a level 5. No, this is a 5 because we bombed it. Okay. But we're looking at possibly 20, 25 aircraft against our 6. So maybe we should update Palembang. What do we got here right now? We can't do it right now, but did we unload everything off these ships? I think we did. Maybe we should send them off to rearm or get more supplies. Jakarta, did you unload? You did? Okay. Also, you have lost 3 of your fighters. Sterile. Are you going back? Yes, you are. And what did we do up here? Yeah, you are the replacement. We talked about the British Oilers versus the American Oilers and the speed. So we're gonna stick we're going to go away from using the ones that I like the model of, the British one, with 10 more gallons of fuel or whatever it is, liters. And we're going to go back to this one. It's faster, and these supply chains will stick together. Remember when they were coming from here and coming back to Palembang, there was one that was in delayed, which was this group. They were unable to maintain their highest speed, so they couldn't keep up with the group that was here already. We want to keep them together. Same thing here. You see we have a Cimarron, which is good. They will lead the pack. Is that what that is? Yeah. So here we have the Ohio. I don't know why it doesn't show what I want it to show. I think we're going to do a triggered supply run for these guys. We have the materials. We don't have them here. We do have some here. Truck. Again, balance. I think what we're going to do is we're going to say, you guys, I want you to course to truck. And you're going to steal some supplies. What do we have over here at Pompeii? Not really anything. Calving. Of course, we want everybody to unload. So let's unload everything. Let's get everybody to unload. Make sure everybody's unloaded. At the last one, Peleliu. You can unload too. So we see what our balance is here. So Peleliu defense, you're going to stay put. You're not doing anything. Everybody else, I want to send to go get stuff. So Cimarron. So again, we're going to stick with this Cimarrons, and any of the these other ones, the British oil tankers, which are, we've been calling them, I thought they had a name instead of large oil tanker, but okay. Let's course you. I want you to go to, let's go all the way. Kind of want to stay south though. And truck. Let's send you to truck. No, that's two we sent to truck, right? So let's let the truck guy do the truck things in the... Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you need to go somewhere different. How about we send you to... We're going to send you to Midway as well. But this time you're going to... Actually, what's up here? Guam. Nope. Saipan. Yeah, that's where you're going to go. We're going to send you to Saipan, even though that's for Iwo Jima and Okinawa. We're not ready to go there yet. So let's do that. I kind of want you guys to be this way rather than out in the middle of the ocean. So we're going to get more supplies. We're going to focus on supplies, and What do we have over here? Indianapolis, you are needing to be sent to release and repair. All right. Yeah, you're gone. How long is that going to be for you? 9 days. So we got some damages here. New Mexico is coming out. We will replace her with something different. Midway, what are you doing? You're supposed to be in. And what are you doing? Task Force 48 is going to... You're going to replace the... Yeah, this guy. Just refreshing my memory. What else do we got? Pompeii. Do we need to have you in a different place? Is Pompeii good? I think we're good, and I think that we can think about maybe moving somewhere else. What do we got over here? It's wrong. Imbalance is what we got. Let's use you guys for something. How about we... All we're gonna do is dive deeper into imbalance, so I'm not looking to that. So let's go this way with you. We'll come up here and we'll grab some supplies and try and even out. I'd like to be even in these locations before I go robbing from them. So I'd like to get over... Yeah, we got too many troops over here too, but yeah. And look at all the fuel. Yeah, we're moving, but somewhere along the way I got out of line with some of these, and that's caused a problem. I don't want these guys being attacked. So Palembang, you're gonna put your aircraft to use, and I want you to let's course you over and get them before they get us. And that's close enough. We don't always need the engagement thing to happen. I could have messed up there quite a bit if they get through. Like, my ships are all in there and I didn't launch any aircraft. That could have been a problem. So we're putting a lot of faith in these hurricanes. So 3 against 4, but if I'm correct, these guys are, and look at where they are. Oh my God. So that was a mistake. Hopefully they can get there. Now, you know, am I putting myself at risk here? For sure. Did I mess that up? Yeah, I did. So this is a 3-column scout, right? Pretty sure. And we need you guys to I'm gonna break everybody, and let's go with the Winslow. McDougal. And Omaha. Make sure everybody's going at their best speed. And again, this is just about actually should go this way. So we determined the C3s are pretty slow. This guy should be able to do something. And everybody else is kind of going in. I want to make sure that the Honolulu is focused on you. Winslow. Sure. And both of these guys on number 2. And everybody else can shoot at whatever they want to. My Pride and Joy, which is in danger of being bombed. I don't think our fighters are going to be happy about this, but we got them at a good distance. Our fighters are not going to catch them. These dive bombers are faster than our fighters. Hopefully we can take care of business before so guns. Pretty even on both sides. There's more guns on this side, I think. Not looking good, boys. Yep, this could go badly. This one aircraft could take out this light carrier. There we go. Did he get his bomb off? That was close. So what did we learn, boys and girls? You can be lucky. Always put your aircraft up if you have the capability to do so. You're lucky. This ship most likely should have been destroyed. One bomb. Remember, this is like a cargo ship. This is, I think, I'm gonna just guess and say it's a C3 that they put a flight deck on. So the armor on this guy is garbage. Let's take a quick look and see. No armor. You see? So one bomb. I think those are 800 kilogram bombs on those fighters. And that would go right through the deck and put a big old hole in the side of the ship and sink it. Want to verify that? We can. We go over here and we go to Japan. We find the aircraft in question, which is this guy. And these are the difference bombs. They have, I think, you know, with no armor, these guys are going in. And it's depending on HE blowing a huge chasm in this ship below decks. With no armor, it's going to go right through. It's not going to just explode on the flight deck and ruin the flight deck. It's going to actually go inside the ship and blow holes in the bottom of the boat out. So this guy's toast, just from any of these bombs, I think. But I think they like to run with the biggest bomb they can, and it'd probably be an 800 HE, depending on if they're going for supply groups or military vessels or whatever. On the Honolulu, as an example, which is a Brooklyn class ship, those bombs through the deck will go right through 2 inches of armor as well. So those dive bombers are pretty treacherous, and we want to stay away from them as much as we can. So how far do our fighters get? Well, they're doing their thing, but they weren't part of the battle. 2 down. Okay. So what did we learn? We learned next time that happens, we're going to have our aircraft up. And that's just the nature of what we're going to do. As well as we're going to get our supply ships out of there, which means we are coursing out. So where's a good place to go? Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. I'm looking at the supplies and troop availability. Not here, really, but that's not a location that we need to keep. Not there. Ambon. We could go there with one group and steal off of that place, but I kind of, again, we could update that airfield pretty easily. It's wrong. Is probably a good place to go, but I think I'd rather head this way, maybe send them to truck. So let's take the first one, and we're going to course you. Let's go a little danger Charlie here, just to make it exciting. Take that route. Captain's call, captain's decision to go through that. Who else we got over here? Dutch East Indies, you guys need to go as well. I'm going to send you guys to follow the chain and go here. Of course. Yep. I don't know if it's my settings or what, but wait a minute. Not you. How did I get on you? I need Dutch East Indies. That's what I'm trying to do here. And I want you in here because I think we have some new oiler for you. And carrier looks good. No, it doesn't look good. 15 to 24. Might be time to send you off to get new aircraft. What else we got? Jakarta. Okay. Looks like your oiler is gone as well. So we're going to send you to the same location. But I think we're going to get crazy with it, and we're going to send you this way just because we want some delay. And you say, well, what do you mean delay? Delay means we want some things to happen that will not make all the supply ships show up here and rob Port Moresby of everything. It's at a good balance right now, and we need to keep it that way. So what do we got? Not overly concerned with getting stuff to Peleliu, really. Yeah, we're gonna divert you. You're gonna go. We want to send you back to Pompeii. Pompeii? No. Truck? not Guam either. Well, maybe Guam. Let's go to Guam with you. You say, why are you doing that? Well, we're trying to put on a little delay action here. The delay is to even out our supplies. So what we're going to do is we're going to dump and realign. I think we can put troops on the Oakland. Cimarron's good. We can put troops on you maybe too, or supplies. Engineering, we can definitely put supplies here, here, and here. That's at least 300 more supplies. Maybe 450, I'm not sure. And Guam has the buffer to get that. We can take some supplies off of this and even it out. We may even want to up this airfield. We're close. All we need is, 70, 80 engineering, and we can hit the button here. Make that a level 2. And again, number of airfields you get impacts the number of points you get per week. You see we're doing airfield rank. We're at 52 points per week. If we up that again, we'll get, I don't know if it's one more point or whatever, but we'll take it. That's the key to this game, weekly command points. You want to make sure that you keep increasing that number so that every week your supplies go up and, this number gets bigger each time as well. All right, I think we're at that point now. So, okay, boys, I'm not happy with you guys. So we're gonna have you go this way and hang. We're gonna have a rude awakening waiting for you. Let's put everybody's cap up, just because. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you need to get released and repaired. And you are off of Surabaya. Yeah, Independence is supposed to have 24 aircraft. They have 6, which means this guy needs to get released. And that's going to happen. That's what we're going to do. Where are you going? I think you need to change your direction. And what you're going to do is you're going all the way back to Midway because we can. And that's just the way we're going to roll. Sure, why not? But we need to replace this aircraft carrier and give it its full complement of aircraft because we've lost a few. Dutch East Indies, you need to have your aircraft up. What do you got? You only got 15 to 24. Again, that's an issue. Which one are you? Dutch East Indies. Okay. And are you staying? Or are you going? You're going. And again, you're supposed to have 24 and you have 9. Or is it 15? I forget. You have 15 out of 24. So you've lost 9 aircraft. So we need to think about you as well. You're going to go here, though. So what we're going to do is contemplate replacing that. Again, we can't rearm the aircraft unless we release it. Release and repair. So gone for like 3 days. But it spawns in Midway. Midway to here is a week, if not longer, travel time. So those are some of the things you have to take in consideration. Jakarta, we need your aircraft up. 13 to 16, you're good, but again, the number of aircraft you have on these small bogue aircraft carriers or light aircraft carriers, jeep carriers, What's up, Jakarta? There you go. What's the last one? Is that the last one? Yeah, so we got a number of aircraft up. Maybe we want to do up our Palembang bow fighters and send them in to participate in this game. And we'll send them this way. Have them meet and do their thing. Let's see who triggers it first. I'm going to say these guys, bow fighters, let them do their thing. Look at all the aircraft that came in. That's how close they are. Again, one fleet shows, but all the aircraft in the fleet show up in the game. And they're probably here somewhere, the bombers. Let's see what the bow fighters can do. Alright, don't see where you're aiming, so let's trigger that key. Looks like they're torpedo planes because they're going to the deck. And these little wiggle movements, that's the ship, the aircraft over there circling to the deck. Now they're on the deck, they're on their heading. These guys are adjusting to form up with them. And let's see if I can see them. They're already being shot at by ships. Probably be a good idea to find out. See, that is total bogus. They were up here between these two groups, and when I triggered the bow fighters, and no, they're already by the ships. So that's game tricky gate. That's one of those things you don't like to see in the game, in my opinion. But sure, too, whatever. So if we did not launch those aircraft over those supply groups, and we just relied on the bow fighters and the Hurricanes, maybe there's another group here that we don't see. Are these guys still going after something? No, they're not. So another comment I got yesterday was about these Hurricanes. Now, I used to play War Thunder back when it wasn't so... whatever. Take a moment to think about what I want to say about that game first. It's probably the best game for individual flying unless you're playing a sim. IL-2 Stromnevec or whatever the word is. That's more of a simulator game, more realistic. If you want just the thrill of flying with somewhat easy controls and you like World War II, War Thunder, I think, is better. Forget about all the, the credits and all that kind of thing in the game, but just the flying aspect. Like, if I take this guy over and I hit my A key, he just turns and there's no real skill involved in this. Hitting the D key, hit the S key, hit the W key. Does that make him go up? Yeah, the W key makes your altitude go up, and S key makes him go down slowly. So taking control of an aircraft, War Thunder, I think, is one of the better games. But once you get it above World War II planes and out of, into jets and things like that, I think the game is geared towards the manufacturers of the game to make money against the people that like to play these kind of games. So, plus the open world aspect of the game, internet, you know, hater speech, nasty. You know, the community is not the greatest. Some people love it. I'm not a fan of going online and being a tough guy. Face to face, people wouldn't say some of the things that they do when they do our online. So, but this Hurricane, as you see, has eight guns. I think there's 7.62 caliber or whatever 30 caliber rifle ammunition. So a lot of gunfire coming out of this thing makes it really good. You know, I don't think the Hurricane gets enough love for its historical dominance in the Battle of Britain, for example. Everybody says Spitfire, Spitfire all the time, which I love the Spitfire, but I think the Hurricane, the numbers of the Hurricanes are really what helped the most. But yeah, great aircraft. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, always put your aircraft up. If you have the capability, do that, because you know you can't rely on your eyes. Remember, we go back here, those bombers were between the Hurricanes and the Beaufighters, but yet they spawned over here close to Palembang. So what do we want these guys to do? I want them to just do one of these, and you're gonna screen. You do that forever. So that's Beaufighters, the Hurricanes. I want you to as well do a screen. Maybe we'll get tags on the fighters rather than over here all the time. Save our carrier. These carriers are moving away anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, where are we at? Supply Midway is back for another pickup, so let's pick up over here. And we are running to Wake, as always. So let's try and even this up. So if we go, need to think about these ships, because this class of ship, which is what am I trying to do here? Chameleon, which is MS. Or is it Cameron? Yeah, Cameron. So the Cameron, which I wish that they had a reference to this stuff, so it can carry 1,000 troops or 2,000 supplies or 100 engineering, and it can't carry fuel. I wish that was here. If we look at some of these, they give that. All right. And here we are, we have some more where they give those numbers. But for whatever reason, when we get to a certain point, they don't. They stop doing that. And I don't know why that is, because it makes it really hard to determine whether this ore carrier is better than this ore carrier. You see what I mean? So when we're talking about these ships, the Cameron, the Harris, we have to really determine what we're going to grab to make equal transitions. So if we go light and we say take 1,000 troops, almost covers 1,000 troops, then covers the 1,000 troops, then we take engineering because that's what we do, and we don't have enough fuel over here to do that, but sure, why not? That's the lighter side of this group, but it's somewhat even. You know what I mean by even? 1,000 troops, 900. So we have like 1665 supplies versus 1,000 troops. That's the equality thing that I'm trying to balance, or the balance of the supply chain that I'm trying to do in this game. It's difficult. So we got another engagement here. Let's go Hurricanes. See if you can get your money's worth. Tactical. Should be over here, right? Let's see where they show up. Let's go over this way and see if we can find them. The visual spotting. This is the thing about, you know, my kingfishers that I love, is these are fighters. Yep, you got one guy in the plane, two Mark II binoculars, using only their eyes. Of course, this is a garbage thing that pilots would never do. At least I don't think they would. Binoculars in a single plane, fighter plane, scouting. So if you don't see them with your eyeballs, just looking from your head side to side, you're not going to see anything. The chances of you catching a single kingfisher or Jake or whatever is pretty remote. So as you see, we're turning to where the target was, over here somewhere. Still not spotting anything. I can't see anything. Sometimes they show up as dark dots. So yeah, these guys aren't going to find anything. So let's get out. And again, they were like here. Both of these came into the engagement, and they didn't see anything. So, hey, that's what we got to go on. And now fighters are coming. So boat fighters it is. Let's go in, see if we can find him now. It should be right between us. Let's make sure we're with the boat fighters when we engage. You know, they were right between us. We should come across them, right? It doesn't look like that's going to happen. Is it something over there I see? So those are the boat fighters. These are the Hurricanes. I don't see any other planes. So yeah, sometimes the game has got this little trick. It doesn't like to, you know, participate. So we are going to send you guys this way. I kind of want you to do a scout. Let's get the Hurricanes to change their scout as well if I can. We're going to have you go this way. No, this way. Something like that. And see what happens. Looks like we've got a whole bunch of bombers coming in, torpedo planes. Well, we're going to let the supply guys handle it. Should have a lot of aircraft up. And the Beauforts. Or Beaufighters, sorry. So the Beaufighters are in, but yeah, let's just pick a guy. Who do we want to be? How about, let's go number 32 and see what he does this game. Where are you? You're not going to be too far involved, but let's see. Can't always be sad about it. Let's see what we get out of it. So remember, going to the deck means torpedo planes, right? Let's look on the screen and see what we got. We're not going to get there in time for any of this. Not really concerned about these guys, the ships. Let's change and let's focus on this guy. Maybe this will be a better engagement. What you guys are doing. Get in there. Should be one pass on these guys. Hopefully no losses. Yeah, that'll do, Gopher. So it looks like we got two more ahead. This guy's really eager. Showing the speed differential of these planes. Adjusting their throttle. I know they can all go the same speed, but see how this guy's speeding up and then he slows down to match. That's pretty easy, huh? Do we have more, or is that it? That's it. Let's make sure. Report 4-4. Retreat. So that's what we got going on right now. Of course, we have more. We're gonna let these guys do their thing. Hurricanes and Beaufighters. Good. So let's follow this guy. Dan, I can't see him. Sometimes when you adjust your horizon, you can see better. But again, think of yourself in this plane, and you're looking around trying to find stuff to attack without the aid of pixels and, you know, whether or not your GPU can handle a clear picture, which mine can't very well. Keep bashing on my GPU. I don't know if you guys are happy with the visuals you get off watching my videos, but let's see if these guys are seeing anything different. Send them over here. Another thing you can do is, again, you come over here, and I wish these settings stayed. Line abreast, extend them out, and form up. And it sends these guys out to get a better visual. Maybe. Do that for both of them. I wish we could keep them in these formations. Tight is nice, but sometimes when you want more distance of visual eyes on. So yeah, we're not going to get anything. But the next time we come back in, they won't be line abreast. They'll be something else. So it's a treat. Actually, let's see. Yeah, see, we can't find anything until you see them on visual on the mini map. You're not going to see them. So I see something here that's a little strange. Palembang, you need to have your aircraft up because I see these guys heading your way. So let's get your aircraft up. And your Palembang, right? Let's see where you are. So if you forgot the ship you're on, right? Okay, which I said Palembang, but it's Defense Force or Supply, I can't recall. So it's the Defense Force. If you have this down like that, it won't let you see anything else on the map. So you have to minimize it where it says that, and then you can go over and look. So you're the Defense Force. Stay over all day, forever. And they're heading the other way, so that's fine too. So we're gonna go into one of these guys and go tactical because I want to get these guys out of my sky. Let's hopefully get these guys out of my sky. So 2 bombers. Do they have bombs still? They should, yeah, because they've been flying around missing us. Let's go to our ships. Boom, and let's tag these guys so that they can attack. But they should run away because we have a whole fleet of aircraft coming after them. And somehow these guys do better than our newest fighters we have. They can turn inside of us. I've talked about this before. Not on that guy, but let's go look at this guy. So this guy's going 255, okay? And we'll look at a fighter, any fighter, because they're all pretty much doing the same. 308. Let's look at a guy that's in position. This guy right here, 333. He's going top speed. Let's see how well he does against that fighter who's right there. And you'd think back off on the throttle, right? Now, does he slow down? No, he doesn't. He stays at speed. This guy, you watch his speed adjust. 249, 263, 248, 238. So he's whipping that throttle back and forth. Our guys? No. That's why they get shot down, because they can't adjust to speed. Now, being that we have so many, we can shoot them down. But this guy never even attempted to put in a good effort, in my opinion. And that's one of the flaws of the game. The AI adjusts where our guys don't. I guess they want us to play with these. And then when you're on the guy, it doesn't allow you to adjust very easily. We can speed down to 282, but then it won't let us do anything. We actually have to brake to be able to move the slider. So imagine you're in a battle. you have to have no targets selected to be able to freely move your throttle. That doesn't work unless you take full control. And I think, yeah, some of these Q and W. So W at altitude, Q is speed, so E is decrease your speed. So E and R on the keyboard increase and decrease, and I'm holding it down, and that's what the adjustment looks like. That's just not cool. Alright, so that's enough of that. Are we playing the game still, or are we just talking? Am I just rambling on random stuff? I think I am. Let's keep the ball going. So Baya is getting attacked, and we have a few aircraft. Let's be number 4 this time. So this is our guy. So these guys are pretty close. They look to me to be, I don't know, I can't see. Yeah, fighters with their little bitty bombs. But they're right over the fleet. Now, come on. We can't do better than that. So, another thing is you have 5 aircraft going after 1 aircraft, and 1 aircraft going after the other. So, how about we do this? How about we go you, and you, go after that guy. And, you, I'm holding down my shift key, you and you, mouse button to select, go after number 1. And hopefully, you know, that can do something. What else we got over here? That's about it. These Beaufighters are way out, and they're still keyed in. But let's follow this nummy and see if he adjusts his speed at all. 182 to our 296. Yeah, we gotta break him. We have to get back in the game here and adjust him and then attack. And see if that does anything different to our engagement. We got him, but yeah. So, if we're talking about control of an aircraft, you really have to consider what does, like that one. What game are we playing? Playing a strategy game. We're not playing a first-person shooter or whatever the acronym today is for flying aircraft. That's not what this game is. This game is different. So people want every game to be, you know, like if an example would be War Thunder, because you're actually piloting the plane of different levels of, you know, if you're, I don't want to repeat this again, but basically if you had that type of aspect with aircraft in here, like say you could have all your buddies be in these aircraft here, okay? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, whatever, 30 of your friends flying an aircraft here, and then one guy was in charge of the ships. You know, you want 100 people in the game controlling and doing all that. I guess that would be amazing, but the capabilities are just not there to do that in this game. So you can't really compare the two. You have to take this game for what it is and what other games are for what they are, and then go from there. So let's moving on. Kingfisher. Looks like you found a supply ship. What do we do when we find supply ships? We pin them. For what reason? We do it so that we can find out what direction they're going, because the Kingfisher is not going to attack. So we ignore, and then we focus on this. Is he going to go north? I'm thinking he's going north. If he goes east or west, no, that's east. Yeah. If we go east, then we know. So let's just scroll by a little faster. Looks like he's going north, so we're going to pin up a square. That's the direction he's headed. Now, who do we got in the area that can attack him? Really, nobody. What about you? You can. You got the distance. Let's go over here and see if we can manage that. We're going to go out a little bit further and then head this way. And because I think he's probably heading north and then maybe east, maybe we'll go this way. That's 412. So let's go back over here, and hopefully somewhere in that we'll be able to spot him. This Kingfisher's going home, so RTB. Well, we can't when they're at 0, so let's focus over here. Nope, can't. We have to keep playing this one. So begin. Again, this aircraft carrier does not have the aircraft capable of defending itself really anymore. We're going to have them continue, but I don't want to lose more of these guys. Let's see which way we have to turn to get our guns on. We're going to turn this way. Let's go back to our ships, highlight, and have everybody turn and focus on that guy. And speed up. So, why are you turning? I don't know. Everybody should be turning this way. I think it has to do with the a button in question. I guess them turning at all is good. There we go. So yeah, if we go back to the ships, I told everybody to stay in formation. I thought I did, and to turn this direction. Maybe I just need to highlight the one ship and lead and have him do that. Is the way to go. Let's see if this gets everybody to form up still. But everybody turning all squiggly like that. Let's spam this out and see if these guys fall into formation again. So if we look and we see the 3 destroyers that were out front went all cattywampus. Do people still use that term? So they're kind of getting back in formation. I probably need to stop doing the all highlight and just go to selecting the number 1 ship to turn. That's probably the key, because I've been doing this the whole time and then directing, you know, to do that. And they all turn in crazy directions. But if I break and then form up and then just select this one, I think they think they do better. Yeah, I need to start remembering that. Just use the number one ship, because this is the lead of the formation, and everybody else falls in order. Yep. Okay. Enough of that. Yeah, we're just talking today. I must have a big talker gene right now. Just making me continually spam. So we have an airfield over here at Kuching. How about we put them to use? We got Fort Z over here, quite a distance away, but maybe if we just have them do it, they'll get over there. 428, I think they can make it. How far away is that? Yeah, they can stay there for a little while. I think the bow fighters do better. 761, yeah, so they can stay longer. Let's keep them with some cover as well. You guys should be getting out of Dodge pretty soon. So we have the we just caught this. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's see. We need to go that way. He's behind us. We may not be able to see him, but I'm sure there's a key that makes me focus on this aircraft better, but let's see if we can find that supply ship for this. This guy's out of fuel. We probably could have caught him. We still may, but I'd like to be able to eliminate these supply ships when we can. A lot of this, you as a player just need to look and see in the distance in this gray matter and see if you see any ships in the distance. They get kind of hard to see, of course, and you know, you just put a little into it and maybe you get lucky depending on the angle that you view. I imagine he's over this way somewhere. Let's put another angle that they can go and look. And then after that, we're just going to get out of this one because we overflew where we saw him. We might catch him, but I have a feeling we're going to miss out. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find him, but that's fine. Alright. So, as we see, you're a loser. What about you, Liberator? Can you go get him? Let's see if you can do your business on this guy. We haven't done a lot with Liberators in this game. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, there you are. And let's target him. Let's get our binoculars out. Alright, so you're just a crazy old supply ship. And what we're going to do is we're going to head this way. Something like that. So, what are we carrying? I believe we went with a bomb load. If you guys can see that. So there's two big 2,000-pound bombs in here, I believe. So one hit on a target would be a good solution. Let's do this one manually. You say, well, why don't you just go from the side? Well, the area of missing is pretty high from the side. Single ship without much to danger us to get shot down. So we're going to take over a little bit here so that we can turn tighter using my AWS keys, because he's now going in a circular fashion. We're actually going to go down a little bit lower as well. I should not be worried about the rifle caliber guns on this thing. We want to get past him a little bit and then start our turn. We can even slow down even more if we want. I'm going to go right up his stern. We can turn tighter if we're going slower. It almost looks like we're standing still in this position. We're just at normal speed. Let's speed up a little bit. So again, with manual bombing, which is what I'm going to do, you have to hit this button. Double click releases the bombs that you have in at the same time. A single click, they release staggered. So start our turn. Get over on your key, like I've screwed up before. And do your best to get on there without missing. And see if I was successful. And I wasn't. Wow. Yep, who sucks at this game? This guy. Wow, that's awesome, isn't it? So you got lucky, my friend. What kind of damage? No damage? Any damage? Just minor splash damage. Okay. Alright. That's how you play. That's what I do. I apologize. But you did something. You wasted some bombs. Got this guy to turn around a little bit. Yeah. Pitiful, right? You can all say, "Oh, I know. That's a bad. So, RTB for you. What else we got? You're going back because you're out of bombs. B-17, you're going back out of bombs. Old Reliable. Let's attack with some better options. I'm going to send up these guys with some cover. And we're only going to send 12 because why not? And no bombs, otherwise you can't send out the other aircraft group you want to send. But look at this group. This carrier has got 11 Dauntlesses, no Avengers. So this carrier needs to go to repair, release and repair to get rearmed. So we're going to put you up. Go back to Lexington. It's the Lexington that needs to be sent. So 11 out of 37 Dauntlesses and 16 Avengers are all gone. So that's a problem. But hey, that's part of the game. That's what we got to do. So we got to remember Lexington needs to be replaced. And we're going to send you guys up with semi-armor piercing. Cargo ships don't have any armor to speak of, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to send you over here, right? Not a lot of wiggle room here. 544, something like that. And we need to make sure that the fighters follow them. Scroll down. They're always the last group that you sent up. Have them stay with them. And because of our location, which is garbage, we need to make sure that we have up our cap from the Hornet. And we lost some aircraft off of there too. Look at 8 Dauntlesses are gone, and what's that? 6 and 7 is 13 fighters are gone. So we need to think about both of these carriers getting replaced. But let's launch up a cap of 24, and we're going to stay over the Hornet, and then the Hornet is going to move. So we want you to change your field of operations to be like this. Do that, and we'll be happy. What's the weather look like in this region? Yeesh, that's a big soup, which is good because that means it's hard for us to be spotted. What do we got going on over here? What's up, Sarong? What are you doing? You picking up or unloading, or what are you doing? We were doing something, weren't we? Let's I can't remember what I did here. Because you're here and not on the star, I'm guessing that that's what you wanted to do in the first place. So let's do unload. And oh, look at that, nice. Everybody unloaded? Yes. And then we're gonna send you somewhere. Let's send you to Wake Island for potentially supplies, even though there's not a lot over there. Let's keep an eye on these guys. We are following the Dauntless, right? Because he's leading the group, and the fighters are following. And this is another thing. There's a rubber band effect a lot of times with these guys. See how they move? Sometimes it's worse than that. Used to be in the base game, it used to be really bad. It's not as bad as it used to be. Let's just say that. So we want to go at a pretty good clip, but we don't want to overstay our speed here. And see how they leave so quickly. That's you know, the range backslash to here, 280 miles. Really? That's as far as you can go? I thought it was 403. I thought you'd be able to make it to here at least, but I guess half of that would be about here, half of that would be actually something like that. Make it there, and halfway point of no return, and you gotta turn around and make it back to the boat, right? So it kind of makes sense, but doesn't happen like that with any other ship or aircraft. So it's all on you, boys. Let's see if you can win it for the biscuit on this guy. Should be right about there. So because we didn't see anything, let's go into tactical. See if we wasted our money. And this happens in the game. It's part of a thing. We want to group everybody up, and we're going to do line abreast, and we're going to send everybody this way, because I think that's where they are. And by a line abreast, in fact, we can change that to, is it echelon left, I think? So echelon left is, if this is the #1 aircraft, everybody lines up off your left. So we want to extend our screen this way. If we just did line abreast, they would even out on #1. So it'd be half the group this way and half the group this way. This way we have more eyes. That's what we're trying to do here. So let's see if we find them. Doesn't look like we're gonna. In fact, echelon is at an angle like a Vic, but just one side. So they're all, they're not line abreast like that way, but they're also lining up in sort of a way. Let's see if we can find anything. Almost an hour and a half and not much going on. A lot of the game is this way, especially late game. So that's an interesting little visual. But again, I don't think we're gonna find them, and they're on fuel. So let's move on, and they're gonna head home and land. Look at this guy coming in. Johnny Be Good Lucky. Do we want to go battle, or do we want to go the smart way? Smart way is sending out a couple aircraft. We're going to send these guys out with torpedoes and tell them to go take care of this menace. So get something happen in this playthrough. So tactical should be front to the left. See, we're approaching nighttime. What is this guy? This is just a supply ship that has no business being involved in the war. So what happens when if you play the easy way in this game, and you just want to do your do. There's a couple things. First of all, I always like to get my aircraft in a good position. Let's get the first group in a good position, and the second group will just do what you can do. So what you can do is just hit the attack button. You gotta select target first. This is a very bad position. You think, well, wait a minute. Well, if he turns away from you and you're coming from this way, you're going to be shooting torpedoes at his stern. So at least 2 of your 3 torpedoes are not going to hit unless you're really, really lucky. But let's attack, and you'll see what they do. The other guys are going to go over here, and I'm also going to have them go on the deck and speed up. Let's see what these guys do. They don't go towards the target. What they do is they go, we have to get low. So they're going to circle here. What's this guy doing? He's unaware, so he's going straight. So again, back to these guys. They are just doing their circly, and they will somewhat, I believe, stay in formation. Right now they're in a broken attack formation. You can form them up, but this way everybody's following the leader. And now what they're doing is they are all focusing on the target. So you see the spacing. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to let them do their thing, and you just see what happens. So ideally, you want your spread to be have the aircraft here, so you have a longer spread, wider spread for your torpedoes trajectory. Having two aircraft like this, if this guy misses, this guy's gonna miss. That's just the way it is. Now, if they both hit, then that guy's toast. This guy being over here, is he gonna adjust? Do you think he's gonna adjust his targeting? I don't think so. He's going to just stay there, and wherever the ship is when he's at that approach is when he drops. Let's go back over here. We talked over it and we went too far, but let's see what happens when we shoot from here. And I'm going to form these guys up. What that will do is will keep them in Vic formation on their attack run. It should keep them in formation, which they're not doing. Oh, it's because of that. Sorry. So these guys are going to do a good hit, but I really wanted to watch these guys come in. And you see the direction they're heading, right? Way out ahead. So if we go to altitude and we look at the trajectory of these torpedoes, it's a pretty accurate. So my group hit, and two on the other group are going to hit. And they're going to hit all three. They actually did better than mine. Mine only hit one torpedo to their all three hitting. So you got to play whichever way is fun for you. Was it trying to prove something? Not really. Was it trying to just show you that there are different ways to play this game? Yes. Consider the fact of the skill level that I'm playing, and also the level I'm playing in balanced. I'm not playing in the hardest level mode, so you got to consider that as well as how well your aircraft will do on these runs. But yeah, this guy, he's toast. I guess I am in a big talking mood today because I can't stop talking. I'm just rambling. So you guys did good. Return to base. We're going to go to the morning, and then we're going to call this one, because I don't know if you guys like to hear me just ramble, but that's what I'm doing, and I don't know if I like it. So this guy is gone. Let's get rid of him. This is cheating if we leave it. We'll take it away. Let's see if we can adjust our speed. Where are you going, bruh? Oh, you're doing a coursey course, aren't you? Yeah, you do that. I don't want you over here. That's not for you. All right, so we're in the morning. We can talk about a few things about the game. What am I happy with? What do I like? What I like is, I think we're gonna take Lay and put them in a different position, and I want them to be. Let's get a review here. Where are you? So we got all these guys going to resupply. Whatever happened to our Manila guys? Where are you? Kandari Defense Force. I think if we move you up, what do you got on you? Nothing, right? We're gonna move you guys, and you're gonna move all the way up here, and I want you to patrol this because this sub is not doing a good job. And again, you're here to protect from ships coming in through here. Nobody, you know, if they go all the way around and come here, I say more power to you. You can have it. So we're gonna move you up here off of Monado, and we're gonna change your name. You're gonna be the Monado Straits Defense Force. So let's do that. And that's your new name. You're no longer going to be Kandari concerned. We do need Kandari. This is the base that has been a pain in my backside because we can't launch, and you say, well, there's no fuel. There was fuel. We had fuel. You see how engineering is at 420? That means that we had the equal amount or more of fuel here, and I took it off because we needed the fuel for over here when we took over some of these bases. And yeah, we can strip that engineering off at another time. But yeah, that's how that works. So that's what we're doing. Some of you may have some questions. I'm sure I'm doing something obvious. As you can see in the game, that is strictly for entertainment purposes, not for my being dumb, I guess. So I hope you're enjoying it, and yeah, I don't know, I'm on this talking mood, so maybe I'll do another one later tonight. We'll see, but this is just a video I wanted to put out. Not very entertaining, and a lot of jabber for an hour and a half, and then some. So we'll see you in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.